Yeah, so you only got 5 minutes before the dinner bell rings, so why don't you go ahead and make a transmission?
Yeah, okay.
K6LK, WA6JKN, and then turn it back over to Skip.
K6LK. No, we had dinner early here tonight, and the bride was out traveling around the countryside and brought dinner home, so that worked out real well. Anyway, so I'm shaking down this wannabe Cute 175. It was made in Benson, Arizona, but it's a gray panel one, and it got it working a little bit, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, back there to you, Kevin. WA6JKL, K6LK.
Every computer networking system in the world uses it.
Yeah.
Okay, Bill. You're getting some competition from the Southern Moss.
It's robust. I mean, it's still gaining, but it's a
welcome to the Drake Group. I still haven't heard Charles. And so far we have myself, N9AMI, JKN, and you. So glad to have you on board. But as you say, you're competing with out-of-staters. Do you have anybody else for the earlies, for the DrakeNet, K6LGL?
KF7 Tango Yankee here, Skip, over.
Hey, Tapio, KF7TY. Good signal there. Yeah, that's 9 here. You know, not much over, but very, very Q5. How are you, Tapio? Is it cold enough for you up there in the state of Washington, K6LGL?
Yeah, real fine, Skip. You bet. And you got a great signal. K6LGL. Yeah, you got a fantastic signal up here. You're S9 up here. And everybody else is sounding good. Just finished up dinner here. And I let the radios warm up here. So, you're coming in great. And wanted to get in on the net this evening there. So back to you, sir. K6LGL, KF7TY.
You got good ears.
Tapio, nice signal. Very well there from your part of Washington State. K6LGL. Okay. Haven't heard Charles yet, but we do have a few people on the net, so the group is growing. So let's see. Charles, are you in there? KW6G. And this is the early K6LGL. Well, I'm not hearing Charles yet. So let's see if John's back there, and welcome aboard, Tapio. So let's see, I got, besides myself, I have N9AMI, WA6JKN Kevin, K6LK Bill from the Bay Area, and KF7TY, friends from Washington State. So, John, go ahead and grab one if you're near a microphone. K6 little green light.
John Deere tractor.
Okay, Skip. K6LGL N9AMI. Very good, man. Well, I am back. Good timing. Had to get a little iced tea, and you know how that is. A little something. Instead of coffee or anything like that. Well, hey, the news here, I finally got my truck today, so that whole saga is finally behind me. Sitting out in the driveway here looking pretty, so I'll text you a photo of it there, Kevin. And just running the ICOM tonight with the amp, and I am recording the session here. So let's see. I think it goes to Kevin. WA6JKN N9AMI.
I'm going to get going. I'm going to close right
Okay.
before I go to bed.
Yeah, N9AMI with a big signal from the north there. WA6JKN. Well, the dog's barking here. I probably should shut the door in the primary shack here. Stand by a minute. Yeah, I'm not going to go investigate. They come in. I just have to make sure that they're friendly. That's all. Okay. Got the door shut, so it should be quieter. And hello to Bill and Tapio. Good signals from both of you. Skip, you're doing pretty good too. And I think we have a band. I haven't heard Charles yet, KW6G, so maybe he'll jump in here. So Skip, I think the next person in line is Bill. I'm going to pass it to Bill, and everybody take a pause just so Charles can slip in there when he arrives. K6LK, over to you, Bill, and then turn it over to Tapio, KF7TY. This is WA6JKN.
Yeah, okay, Kevin. Well, I'm just, like I said, I'm shaking down a radio here. I don't know how it's operating. In fact, I probably should turn down the mic gain just a little bit because I'm hitting about 50 watts average. Peak power is probably a little over 100. Anyway, yeah, okay, well, very good. We had an early dinner here tonight, so we can hang in here, and I'll take a pause there and turn it over to Tapio, KF7TY, K6LK. K6LK, KF7TY. Real fine, Bill. Man, everybody's got a fantastic signal. Skip, John, Kevin, Bill, and hopefully myself too. Yeah, I'm on the old Drakes here. TR4CWRV4C, MN2000L4B combination, and the old C4 station console there on the side. So that's what's going on here. Yeah, let's see what else we got. Work today, Friday, work day tomorrow for me. We didn't climb any turbines today. It's too windy. We'd had a shop day today. Might be another shop day tomorrow. Got kind of a warm weather coming through here. Most of the snow, if not all the snow, is pretty much gone. We were up near 40s, 50 today, 56 here in town. But we've got the Arctic chill coming out of Canada, and come Sunday night, we're dropping down to 5 degrees, 4 degrees, Sunday and Monday night. So we've got another Arctic blast going to show up this weekend. Maybe bring a few snow flurries. So that's okay. It's normal for this time of the year, and then it's going to warm up toward the end of the next week again. So. But that's what's going on here. Ham radio-wise, let's see, what have I been doing this week? Not too much. I've been pretty busy at work, and just been kind of beat when I got home, so just taking it easy and doing a few things and cooking on the grill outside a little bit. So can't say I've been doing too many things amateur radio-wise, but maybe this weekend I'll get on and have some fun on the radios. But no, that's what we got going on. And that's all I got this time around. I'll send it back up to Skip, K6LGL, KF7TY, KW6G.
There's Charles. Good evening to you, Charles. Welcome aboard. So I'll turn it over to you there, KW6G. Yeah, pretty good signal also in there, Charles. Well, Tapio, you're doing fine. As a matter of fact, you got good propagation up there in your part of Washington here from Santa Monica, so doing very well. Charles, go ahead and take over. I don't know if you've recorded what we have. I first checked in N9AMI, and then WA6JKM, Kevin, then K6LK, Bill there, and the Bay Area, then Tapio, KF7TY, and then yourself. And so that's the number that we have here. Okay, over to you there, KW6G, K6LGL.
Good quality amp.
K6LGL, the group KW6G. If you want to be net control, Skip, you can be net control this evening. No objection whatsoever. You were there first. I don't know. Anyway, good evening, everybody. It's KW6G. I guess I'm the net control this evening.
for the Drake West Coast Net. I'm a little late. Sorry about that. Had a late dinner. Things were hopping around here this afternoon, so we just didn't get out here to the shack in time. So, no real excuses. That's just the reason. Anyways,
85,
nice day today. We're up like 62, 63 degrees, and looks like it's going to be that way through the weekend. And I don't know what's going to happen. We don't really have any rain on the radar here for the next week or so, but we're drying out from the last day. We had like 6.5 inches of rain here in a couple of weeks span, and then over the New Year's weekend we had like another 6.5. So we had like 13 inches in the last. I guess it's been about 3.5, 4 weeks now. So.
I remember 1972, my dad drove a Super Scion off the lot.
Four-wheel drive,
right now,
so we'll see what happens. Anyway, we're running the Drake TR4CW, RIT, the RB4C, remote VFO, and the NSET half-wire, Shure 444 microphone. And that's what we're running here this evening. It's interesting that the solar flux index is still up around 170. And if it continues in its present course for the next 3 or 4 days, we're going to have the best solar month for propagation in 20 years for January. That's what they said on the last ARRL bulletin. I haven't read today's bulletin, but that's what it said last week, so kind of interesting. And we could dance this evening, I understand, from Skip. So without further ado, let me ask and see if there's anyone else who wants to speak to the Drake West Coast Net. This is KW60 coming up, please. K2LMQ.
Portable 428.
W6RXK.
125 or 128,000 tonight.
I'm not hearing anyone. Let's go with this group we have now, and I'll use the rotation that Skip has provided. And thank you, Skip, for taking the release. Appreciate it. Let's start off with Skip K6LG and over to John N9AMI, and then to Kevin WA6JKN, and then Kevin over to Bill K6LK, and then Bill up to Tapio KO7TY, and then Tapio pass it over to Paul K2LMQ and Kingman, and then Paul back to me, and we'll see if anyone else wants to join in the meantime. So go ahead, Skip K6LG, I'll go KW60 for the request contact.
Okay, thank you. I doubled with somebody there, and I apologize. Okay, thank you there, Charles. KW60, and the Drakenet is in session. K6 Little Green Light in front of Monica by the Bay. Prepare them on my 902 transceiver into my homebrew doubles antenna. So that's been up to a generation plus over. Hey, pretty good signals from everybody. Welcome aboard to, besides you there, Charles, glad you made it in there. We have Paul, K2LMQ, and then W6RXK. So we have a pretty good group going here. And welcome aboard also Steve, W6RXK. Oh, very strong signal there. So we got pretty fair propagation going this evening. So I guess there's 8 of us already. So we got good beginnings of a net. So, and I wanted to thank John. You know, these nets sort of run themselves. I was unable to run the so-called Swan net. I got delayed in the home project. It took much longer than anticipated, but it had to be done. So John sort of filled in and ran the net, and that's the way it is, you know, the N9AMI. And we could say the same thing of this net and possibly some of the others. You know what it is. We all have experience in talking to one another, and, you know, good things happen. People just keep a good thing going, and I'm very proud of all the group here. So, over to you there, John, N9AMI, and the list I have it here, and Charles, you may correct it. I have myself, and then I have N9AMI, WA6JKM, K6LK, KF7TY, KW6B, you joined in, and I think you can come in anytime you want. And then I have T2LM2 Paul there from Kingman, Arizona. And Steve up there from the Gold Country. So there you go, and take a standby in case somebody else is still out there. So, over to you there, John. N9 AMI. And the DrakeNet, K6 Little Green Light.
Pray for odds.
Okay, K6LGL, N9 AMI. Good signals on everybody and the southeast. Pretty much equaling a lot of folks, too. So, yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. Hopefully I don't interfere too much with those folks. But anyway, and good evening to, let's see, Tapio and Steve, and who else chimed in there? There was somebody else in between there. Gosh darn it, now I'm missing somebody. Oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, well, as I said earlier, the car saga's done. I did get my truck, so that's all done, and we won't need to talk about that junk again. And it was still a train wreck. I signed the paperwork electronically online this morning because I was picking it up at 12:30, and I show up there, and of course there's always something else you got to do, and we don't have any of the paperwork. No paperwork. So you're kidding me? You're kidding me? So sitting around for another hour there, and I ended up signing all this damn paperwork again. So whatever. I got out of there and good riddance. Got the truck home and my happy camper. So that's the deal with that. Tonight I'm just on the ICOM 7600, running the Big Henry amp here on low power for about, it looks like about 1,350 watts. And I'm on the quarter mile loop antenna, the Art Bell Jr. as I like to call it. And that's the deal here. Nothing too vintage tonight. And sorry about that, but I was being lazy, and it's been a long day jacking around with all that car junk. So that's the deal. I'm trying to think what else anybody else said, and no problem on Saturday night, Skip. Help where I can, and that's this net and the Swan net is kind of loose. It's easy to deal with. It's easy to deal with. You get into the AMI. Not that the AMI is hard, but and I've done that once or twice. It's a little more lengthy kind of deal. So, but not a big deal either way. All right, over to you, Kevin. WA6JKN and 9AMI.
Yeah, John. Good signal, and hello to everybody that's come aboard here. I'm hearing everybody just fine. And John, congratulations on your new truck there. It's a beauty. Yeah. I remember when Diane bought me my last truck. Of course, she bought me my first truck, and yeah, she's got me spoiled. But I just think trucks you just gotta have them. And of course, I eventually learned why Diane bought me these trucks in years past. It's because there's always something at the store that you can't fit into her car. So all she has to do is get a hold of me with the truck, and I go down there and I pick it up. And so if anything, I can tell you I have hauled lots of new furniture, from couches to tables, you name it. And I have to agree with her. She made the right decision to get me to lean towards owning a truck instead of a Porsche. Actually, pronounce it Porsche. So, yeah. I did have a Spitfire one time. That was a lot of fun. But it was actually too small. So my son drives up in his I forget what model it was, Porsche, And he says, get in, I'll give you a ride. So I start to, get into the car. It's so low to the ground. Of course, my truck is nice and high, right? So you step up into it. Well, to get into the Porsche, you have to step down into it, and you really got to lean forward to make sure that, there is no back seat. Okay, and I got about halfway in the process, and I had to back out. I said, son, I'll just pretend that I went around the block with you, but I can't get into this car. It's going to hurt my back. So that was about as close as I got to riding in a Porsche. All right, let's see. I got word from the folks that are manufacturing new beryllium copper bands for my Collins KW Sugar 1. They got all of the they recreated the specs, and they did a chemical or what do they call it? Spectral. I think it was a spectral analysis of the material, and did some hardness testing and things like that. So they'll have the first prototype ready for me early next week. And it's they told me it's going to be better than the original. There was due to technology today and material science, they were able to make the beryllium copper bands stronger and more suited for the application for moving the tuning rack up and down in the KW Sugar 1. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting the Pathfinders from the production lot, because I asked them to make 300 of them. Because if I needed it, I know there's going to be others that will need it somewhere along the way. So the cost between getting 100 of them, minimum production run to 300 is not that much difference. So give me those. I did this once before. You know those T washers that they use as mechanical stops on all Collins gear for their variable vacuums, for their PTOs and stuff like that? Have you ever tried to find those? I never did. You have to scrap a PTO to get those T washers. So this is the same company that I gave them some of the T washers out of my KW1. I said I need some of these, and so they went ahead and did the drawing, put it in the CAD system, did some analysis, and came up with a much stronger T washer. You can't bend the T's on them. I guess they put some kind of nickel in it or something. They went through a hardening process. So I only needed like 12 of them, and so I ended up with 300. So there's something about that 300 number that is a lucky number. So I'm going to try to keep the quantities at 300. All right, well that's it for me. All is well here. Been having fun on the high bands, and every net I check into, I talk about that because it's so much fun. And let's get it over to you, Bill. Good to hear you on, Bill. I'm glad that you had an early dinner. I hope you have early dinners from this point forward, because I love hearing from you. Instead of 1, 2 o'clock in the morning where I find you sometimes. K6LK, WA6JKN.
Yeah. Okay, Kevin. WA6JKN, K6LK, returning. Yeah, I had a question about those straps that go around vacuum variable. I have a magnetic loop. It's too cold to get out now to play with it, but I have a vacuum variable. I just want to use it for receiving. So I have a smaller vacuum variable. I picked up a Jennings, and I don't know. I don't want to fabricate anything, and I don't know about a stainless steel hose clamp around the thing, but anyway, maybe you've got some ideas on that. I've been working on this Swan 175. It's one of the Gray Front Swans, and it was made in Benson, Arizona, but I don't know. It seems like the SWRs go up on this part of the band, and all of a sudden I'm putting out 160 watts out of this thing, so I'm going to have to look into that a little bit. And I see the plates are glowing kind of red now, so I better keep it short. Turn it over there to Tapio, and everybody's strong here tonight, and except for Skip, he's down there in the noise level, but I can still barely hear him. So anyway, over there to you, Tapio, KF7TY, K6LK.
K6LK, KF7 Tango Yankee, Ellensburg, Washington. Well, good. Sounds like some good projects and good processes going on. That's real interesting about the KWS-1 parts there. And, I've been kind of following that. I think there was some mention of that on the Collins Reflector, too, and talk of it. So I catch some of that every now and then. But, no, that's great. Other than that, like I said earlier, it's just been a work week for me. Work week, grinding away, heading toward the end of January, and just been goofing around a little bit on the radios. Last weekend I had some fun doing a little DXing. The numbers have been good, and tried to get out earlier this week, one evening, and look for the green comet, but we had a little bit of cloud cover up there to the north where it was, so it's supposed to get a little bit higher in the sky and a little bit better in the evening time and in the morning, so it's right near the north, look down from the North Star. It's just to the left of the Big Dipper's handle, the plow handle there. So I haven't seen it yet, but I'll be out there with my binoculars, and maybe this weekend I'll dig out the telescope too, and once I find it, I'll take a look at it. So that's about what I've been doing. Nice to hear Paul in there, K2LMQ, and Steve, I heard you yell your call in there too, W6RXK there. Also, Steve, after Paul there, so we'll give you guys a chance. Over to you, Paul, K2LMQ, KF7TY.
Great, Tapio. Hello. KF7TY and the gang, K2LMQ. Okay, good to hear everybody tonight. And you're booming in here, Tapio, as you have the last few times that we've had QSOs on here. Your signals have been very strong, so congrats on that. This is K2LMQ in Kingman, Arizona. Tonight I am running the Drake C line. This is my backup C line that I have set up on 40 meters, and I haven't been on that much with it lately, so I thought I'd bring it down here to 80 and see what, give it a little exercise. Not quite putting out the power that it should, but it's enough. I'm driving the SB200 Heath Linear, running about 500 watts on the peak and the inverted V at 75 feet. And not too much going on here radio-wise. I've been doing little odds and ends and straightening up the shack and make it a little easier to operate. And let's see, the weather's been great. It is unbelievably cold at night, sometimes down around 25. But it's been, the days have been beautiful and cool, and it looks like we are going to get a little bit of spring that we didn't have last year. So things are pretty good. That's it. I'm just tinkering around with stuff here. So let's see, over in Charles, and everybody sounded good. Good to hear everybody. KW6G. K2LMQ.
Yeah, take K2LMQ in the group KW6G. I think Steve, W6RXK is next. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay, Charles, thanks for picking me up and letting me get in here. This is Steve, W6RXK, San Andreas. And, yeah, good strong signals tonight. John, congratulations on that new truck. And, Kevin, we'll have to see how those copper bands turn out for sure. And, Bill, you got a good signal here. And, Tapio, too. And we'll have to check for that green comet. We don't want to miss that. We'll have to wait, 50 million more years. So, we'll have to make sure to keep on that. Well, this week I've been given the task of cleaning out my grandparents' barn that was probably put up in about 1905. And you know how barns can collect stuff. It's really a carriage house. Began in my limited knowledge, of course. And anyway, so let's see. This afternoon I pulled out magazines from 1944. They're called Omnibook, O-M-N-I book, B-O-O-K, and a whole box of Omnibooks. Never heard of those, and tried to Google them up. Couldn't find much on them. And then Time magazines from 1960. And what do you do with that stuff? Well, I put them on Facebook, a free website. I said, just come and get them. And by golly, I had some takers that are interested, at least in the Time magazines. So I'm happy to give them, move them along free to somebody who's interested in them, and maybe they'll pick up a little knowledge for sure. So anyway, running the TR4C tonight, and L4B, and just trying to clean off all the dust on me that I collected in that barn. Anyway, I do have a Zoom meeting here I got to check into at 7:30, so this is going to be my only transmission tonight here, Charles. But I will be listening to the net here along with this Zoom meeting. But anyway, 73s to everybody, and back to you there, Charles. KW6G, W6RXK.
W6RXK in the group KW6G. All fine, Steve. Enjoy your Zoom meeting. You were 10 over that time. Nice signal. We have good NBIS this evening. I guess I'll give everybody a signal report as long as I got the microphone. Skip was 5-7. John was 20 over. Kevin was 20 over. Bill was 20 over. Tapio was 5-9. Paul was 5-9. And Steve was 10 over. So armchair copy on everybody this evening. Nice signals, guys. I don't have too much more to say in the way of the ham radio. I've been thinking about the green comet, though, and haven't got to the point of looking it up. So thanks for the information, Tapio. We'll take a look. Should have clear skies here through the weekend, so we'll see if we can't see something out there in the backyard tomorrow evening. Anyways, believe it or not, I got the refrigerator guy coming over here tomorrow to find out what's wrong with my ice maker in my refrigerator. It bit the bullet after 10 years, so I guess I'm going to need a new ice maker. Anyways, and that's about it. That's the big news from this QTH this weekend. This week. And gee, I wonder if John's recording this session of the Drake West Coast Net. A friend of mine, N7HRJ, Portable M, CW man, said he was going to listen to us tonight. He listened to us a couple of weeks ago. So good evening to Rick. If you're listening on the SDR there, he's in Montana, a place called Libby, Montana. And we communicate daily on a CW, do practice for QRQ and that kind of stuff, 5-speed CW, for which he is much better than I, but I'm coming along. He's been training me and working with me for the last year, so I've really made a lot of progress on my CW speed. Anyway, if you're into that kind of thing, we're on 7046. In the mornings, about 7 o'clock Pacific time. Anyways, so let's go for round 2 and see if there's anyone else who wants to pick it up. Just break in whenever you feel appropriate, and we'll pick you up and put you in the rotation. We'll go the same order. We'll start off with Skip, to John, to Kevin, to Bill, to Tapio, and then to Paul, and then Paul back to me because Steve checked out. So that'll work for this next round, and we'll see if we want to go for a third round. It's already 7:30, so things might be changing here band-wise. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Go ahead, Skip. Why don't you take it away? K6LGL in the group, KW60.
Okay, thank you very much, Charles. Hang on a minute. I think I'm a little off frequency. Let me put it. Yeah, it's back on 5.0. I was off about 50 cycles or so. So, won't matter too much. The nice thing, I have a nice RIT function there on the 902. And of course, direct frequency readout. That never hurts. Very, very good. And congratulations again, John, on your acquisition of the new truck. And I realize sometimes the paperwork isn't ready when they said it is, but I'm glad you brought it home and you're pleased with it. Let's hope it lives up to all your expectations. And Paul, fine, you're sounding good. And I'm glad that you dropped in there. 73s to Steve, who has got a meeting there on the internet, on Zoom. And Tapio, you're sounding stronger than you have in a number of weeks, so I'm very, very pleased with the propagation. And Bill, you're doing fine also there, and of course Kevin and John always there. And Kevin's fine on getting the rare, let's say, hardware produced in quantities that you can share with others, because I suspect there may be a few that may want to rebuild, especially the frequency determining portion there, the Collins. That is good, because duplicating original parts is very difficult. I mean, hey, we're talking about the very early 50s when the whole thing started, Production started somewhere around 53, 54 there. And then, that's a lot of period, a lot of time. I'm working, on my 67th year as an amateur radio operator, so I can appreciate that. All right, I will hold it. I will listen out the entire round, and will say my best of 73s. Again, thank you for all of you who participate and support the DrakeNet. And also welcome you to the SwanNet on Saturday, same time, same frequency. And I'd love to hear the old Swan equipment there from Herb Johnson's workshop. Hi. So over to you there, John. And hey, keep up the good work and enjoy your truck. N9AMI and the Drake Group, K6 Little Green Light.
All right, K6 LGL and 9AMI. All right, guys, well, very good. And Paul, you were the one I forgot. Sorry about that, buddy. How could I forget you? Hey, the wife and I are, follow Destiny's, your wife's YouTube channel, and we had a good time watching her do that little short video of the dancing. She was dancing there on that. It was pretty good. I got to say that. I don't know if you see these or not, Paul. I'm thinking you do, but I don't know. But anyways, this is good stuff. Good stuff. She's got a nice channel there and a lot of darn good recipes. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna have to try some of those sometime. Pretty interesting stuff. And what else? Steve, sounds like you got some good. You probably come across some other good little finds in there and interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm sure those Time magazines. Some people sell those things, and I don't know. I guess it just depends on what it is and what the shape it's in. And I think people sell those, but sheesh, yeah, it's a hassle probably, and just give away and adios. Forget about it. But you probably have some good finds in there. Interesting stuff. Watch out for the Black Widows. Do not like those things. And this is going to be my 7.3. And I am recording, Charles. I'm using the SDR console here tonight and using its recording capabilities, so you'll hear me back on the audio on it and not really see the spectrum much because it drops it out, so I don't blow up the SDR receiver. And so that'll be the recording, and it'll be up later this evening. So your buddy Rich will have that, and whoever else is watching. We're over 500 now. I got over 500 folks on there, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, that's it. You guys have a good rest of the evening, and we'll keep hitting the record button here till the end of the net. WA6JKN. Oh, and I should say, the Swan Junkie, the radio sounds pretty good. It's pretty good, man. It sounds pretty good, and it looks pretty good. It looks like a swan on the pan adapter, but it doesn't sound bad at all, man. So whatever you're doing, it's working. WA6JKN and 9AMI 73.
Well, thank you very much, John. Good transmission. And I agree, Bill. That sounds pretty darn good. So, yeah, it's a keeper. And let's see, I just wanted to comment on the variable vacuum, Bill. You were talking about how to mount it and what ideas I might have. Well, it sounds like what you're doing is pretty straightforward. What I do is I buy raw material of aluminum from McMaster's and have it machined. I just send it down to the machine shop to machine it out so you can mount the thing on the aluminum block, and it's got all the mounting holes and everything else, and they'll tap it for you, or you can just have them drill the hole and you tap it. Just tell them what drill size you want, and it comes out professional, very professional. You just got to figure out how you want your mount and how you're going to use it, and are you going to have any right angle gear mechanisms, or are you just going to adjust it manually, put a knob on the end, and whatever. So aluminum is real easy to work with, and don't ask me how much it costs to have all that stuff done. I don't remember. It didn't seem to be much at all. All right, so that's what I suggest. Or see if you can find some of take the chassis that you pull the variable vacuum out. Maybe you can do something with that. And thank you for the comments on the bands. Yeah, Skip, you're absolutely right. There is a level of difficulty in in duplicating the band. But actually, the engineers over here at the aerospace company that I sent this off to in Silicon Valley, they didn't really need to. They just want to get kind of a general idea of what the material makeup was, but they after examining the KW Sugar 1's mechanical mechanism, they knew what to do, and so for all intents and purposes, they took the width and the length of the band, and then they went ahead and went through the normal material selection and hardening and elasticity and all that kind of stuff that the metallurgists normally go through when they design for the application. And like I said earlier, these bands are they said it could be far superior to the original bands, only because of material and technology today and what's all involved in this kind of stuff. And that was kind of funny, I asked them, I said, this was designed by Collins. And they go, no, it wasn't. I go, what do you mean? Collins uses folks like us to make this kind of stuff. I go, what does that mean? They said, we're a Collins supplier. Part of the Collins division, we're one of their major suppliers. So I said, oh, okay. Well, it's kind of nice to know that we have a supplier that has dealt with Collins in the past. But most of the stuff that they manufacture are special stuff for space vehicles, missiles, and computers in Silicon Valley and all kinds of different things. And matter of fact, there was one component that was involved in designing one of the Nerf products. Remember the Nerf football and that kind of stuff? I thought that was quite interesting. So anyway, I'm hopefully you have the Pathfinders, the first after they go through the first article, which will include installing them in the radio and making sure they're functional, and then they'll go ahead and make whatever adjustments if they have to make adjustments, or they'll just go ahead and go right into full production and start spitting out these units. Now, what's interesting about the bands, they're made of several different pieces of material. They have solder. They have like a beryllium copper substance, and they also have what's called eyelets. Eyelets are used for not ripping the thin copper when you put the spring on. So all of that stuff is going to be incorporated in the new design, and that's exactly what it is. It's the new design of the bands. And so I'll get this KW Sugar 1 back up and running, and I'm going to be one happy camper. All right, well, that's it for me. I'm going to say 73, and good night to everybody, and hello to Paul and Steve there. I didn't mention your names the last time around, but good signals. And so take care, everybody. Thanks for being there. And Bill, over to you, sir. Let me know if you need help with that aluminum. I know just the machine shop will be more than happy to make it however you want it, but you got to specify. Come up with a drawing. K6LK, WA6JKN.
Okay, Kevin, WA6JKN, K6LK returning. Yeah, thanks for the offer, Kevin. I really don't have a lot of money to get a machine shop involved, so maybe I better just go out and play cowboy with it. I was thinking on mounting the Jennings vacuum variable on a Teflon cutting board that I've got. I can cut a piece of it off and use it, and then try to get some kind of a mounting system going. It's going to be for receiving, so I don't think there's going to be a big issue with RF floating around, people getting shocked. The loop I've got is a custom loop. It's about 4 feet in diameter, so it would take a good 15 kW vacuum variable for transmitting, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'll just do some dual diversity receiving down the road, and that'll be the extent of it. Anyway, I'll turn it over there to Tapio, make this my 73 round, and thank you all for being there, and it was a pleasure tonight. I was copying everybody Q5, even the skipper down there, who was kind of light, but I could still hear him in the noise level. He popped up a little bit, so that was very good, and excellent there on Steve going through the old carriage house. Yeah, that's kind of a fun thing to do. Never can tell what you might find, Steve. You ought to take a metal detector to it. You know, people buried things underneath the floorboards, and you might get lucky. Anyway, over there to you, Tapio, KF7TY, K6LK.
K6LK, KF7 Tango Yankee. Well, everybody's signal's holding up really well, and copy everybody. Fantastic audio tonight. Nice band, you bet. And a lot of interesting projects out there, vacuum variables, and yeah, real fine, Kevin, on the KWS-1 parts there. And you know, that sounds great, yeah. And hopefully mine's going to hold up for a while. I remember being in there. I went through mine about 17 years ago, and I haven't had any problems with it since, so knock on wood. and I was just using it last weekend there. So nice piece of equipment. I see a lot of people on the interweb there getting their old Gold Dust Twins up and running and stuff like that. So a lot of work, but they're a lot of fun, like a lot of the old radios are. You bet. I'm gonna have to dig out a few of my other boat anchors out that I haven't used for a while and get them on the air and kind of rotate them through here. But no, other than that, yeah, last weekend of the month's coming up, and yeah, you know, on the Green Comet, yeah, kind of look on the YouTube or internet. They've got some good stuff. Tells you exactly where to look for it and stuff like that. It's still kind of faint. You might need a pair of binoculars. Probably will, unless you're in a really dark area and the night is clear and your eyesight is really good. But nice pair of medium power binoculars will really help. So here in the next couple weeks, it should be a lot better and visibility improving. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Maybe we'll chat sometime this weekend and let's have some fun on the radio. I think Sunday, if it's going to be cold up here, I'm going to be on the HF rig and maybe working some DX and just rag chewing. So with that, I'm going to send it to Paul, who's got a fantastic signal up here. He's got a pipeline up here to the Pacific Northwest, Paul. And Steve, you got a booming signal too. I think you took off. You had a webinar there. So over to Paul, K2LMQ, KF7TY.
Thanks, Tapio. Hello, KF7TY, K2LMQ with the Drake Group. Fine, good copy all the way around. No QRM, no QSB. Just been a good night of copy here with strong signals. Tapio, you're about the strongest signal here tonight. Very, very good. Couple of quick comments here. John, I forgot to mention good luck with your truck. Sounds great. And also your comments on Destiny's activities. For the other guys, my wife has a cooking blog, and she's also taken up some dancing and what have you, and has a little bit of that on there on the internet. And as far as the barns go, I'll tell you, I've had some good stuff come out of barns around here, and one of the things I got was a World War II Japanese Arisaka rifle that apparently somebody's grandfather had brought it home and hung it in the barn, and it stayed there. It was there for probably 20, 30 years or something. And so I got it at a very bargain price and have it up and running now, and it's a pleasure to shoot. And that's the story. Hey, I'm going to say my 73s too. Now that the storms have gone away, I'll be on here a lot more. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday night also. So 73s, I'll toss it back to Charles. Thank you for running the net, Charles. And good to hear everybody. Be safe and chat with you Saturday. KW6G, K2LMQ.
K2LMQ in the group, KW6G. Well, thank you, Paul. Good signal this evening. Everybody had good signals this evening. It was really nice. I think it's about the end of the net. Although we'll pass it over to Skip to have his final thoughts. But thank you for taking the early, Skip, and developing the list for me. I'll try to be on time next week. Anyway, I got my cat in here sitting on the chair giving me the eye, like he wants some treats or something. So I need to take care of him after net. Anyway, you guys take care. Thanks for being there this evening. Everybody, thanks to everybody for their participation and their interest in this Isn't that, that's what keeps it alive. Anyways, you guys take care. Have a great week. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week. 73s to everyone, and a very good evening. This is KW6G. I'll turn it over to Skip K6LGL for his final comments, and we'll close the net at this time. Take care, everybody. This is KW6G. Go ahead, Skip K6LGL in the group KW6G.
Well, thank you very much, Charles, and thank you for doing the net as you usually do. Thank you very much. You know, the nice thing about these nets, they basically run themselves, and very, very informal, and I think most of us like it that way. I don't like overly structured nets, but when it comes to the AMI, sometimes when you have 20 or more check-ins, you got to have a little bit of order. But when you have running 7, 8, 9 people, you know, that's a lot easier to handle. Okay, this is Captain Solomon. Good night, everybody. Again, thanks for all your participation. Hey, stay dry and warm. That's the important thing. And there's more rain coming and lots and lots of winter yet before that is. I'm looking forward to the longer evening hours here, more daylight, and they get more accomplished here in the shack. So good night, everybody. And if anybody else is still around, good night to you all. K6 little green light.
And take care, Skip 73s, KW6G, clear and Cherokee.